I'm Aaron, and this is ToCing Points. So what's up, everybody? Happy New Year to all of you, and welcome to ToCing Points. On today's episode of ToCing Points, I'll be going over last week's videos in our wonderful video recap. Next, I'll go over some team news, including a little bit of news about a streaming thing we're doing for AGDQ. That's pretty interesting to me, and we've been keeping our eyes on that so far. But I'll also show off some Christmas swag that I got, as well as a few small set items that I've picked up here and there. I'll also go over this week's Mobile Game Madness Game of the Week, and finish everything up with the namesake of the show, our wonderful and ever fun to do ToCing Points. That's where we get you, the viewers, interested in joining in with us. So with all that being said, and this is the start of a new year, let's get talking. For our video recap, well, it was pretty much a steady, same run-of-the-mill kind of week for us. We basically started out with Yoshi's Island, where Josh and myself pretty much blew the dust off the cartridge, plugged it right on in, and yeah, we've been having fun with that. We began with the first couple of levels, moved into the next two, and then finally got into facing off against Bert the Bashful. Yeah, he went down really quickly. Josh is a pro at this game. I mean, I was decent at it when I played as a kid. Josh made me feel so much like an amateur at that point. But later on after that, we watched one of the Yoshis get high while babysitting baby Mario. So yeah, that was... Never let your kids get babysat by a Yoshi. It just never turns out well. And then we faced off against the first dungeon boss in the game. I can't remember which one. I think it was one of the... I can't remember his name, but anyway, he was some slimy guy. Finally we ended the week with me taking on Chad in Super Meat Boy 2. I'm actually doing pretty well for a game that makes me rage so bad, but once I defeated Chad, we got on to chapter 3, which is in the salt mines, and yeah, well, just watch how bad I just rage in that. So anyway, that's it for the video recap. We'll go ahead and move on into our team news segment. And in team news, first we ended 2015 with 500 subscribers. I mean, we just hit 500 by midnight. So thanks to all of you out there. I know me and Josh both want to say we're highly amazed at how quickly this took off. Never really thought that we would get that far that quickly. I mean, in all honesty, we honestly thought we were going to make 100 our first year. So hey, hats off to you guys. You guys have been spreading the word, keeping us out there, and hey, it's been... Sorry, I just noticed that. It's been very... I mean, it's jaw-dropping, that we've made it that far. So I'm going ahead and setting the goal this year. I want to try to see us make 2,000 subscribers by the end of December 31st or more. So keep up the good work, fans. We appreciate everything you do. Also in our team news segment for today, we have partnered up with AGDQ to stream their charity event for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And so far, everything's being streamed live on our Twitch account. You can find the link for that in the description below. So far, by the time of recording, they're nearing the $42,000 mark. I believe probably by the time of this part of recording, they're probably well above that now. So good luck to all the players out there. And again, as I said, if you would like to watch this, you can watch it in the link below at twitch.tv/Triforce of Chaos. We sometimes go on there and play around on that, but most of the time it's, used for streaming events like this. And so anyway, that's it for the team news. Now I want to show off a few set items, as well as some Christmas swag that I scored this year from, family and friends and everybody out there that happened to send me something. So, yeah, we'll get to that. So I want to start off with you know, my Christmas swag. Yeah, I know. I use the word swag there. You can't really see my face right now, but that's because I've got everything kind of here. First off, I'll start off with, you know, something I've been kind of needing, which is a new mouse. This is actually a pretty cool mouse here. Yeah, there we go. You really can't see what it does, but, you know, if I plug it into a USB, which, here, let me see if I can do that real quick. Got it. I like these twist ties. They seem to send me a whole bunch of them. It's like, you know, hey, you didn't buy a loaf of bread, so. But anyway. Yep, my computer just accepted it. That's what it does. And it's changing color. And it's changing color again. And again. So anyway, that's all it does. So here we go. That's my new mouse that I got. And my computer just said, okay, you're done with it. So, yeah, I got that awesome mouse, which I can't wait to use, you know. Then, games and movies. I got Fallout 4 for the PlayStation 4, as you can see. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Can't wait to play that, because I'm a big Metal Gear Solid nerd. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Well, I can't believe I didn't have this organized better. So that's my PlayStation 4 games that I got, you know, for Christmas. Then 2001 and 2010, both of them are really good movies made by Stanley Kubrick, or well, based off of Stanley Kubrick's 2001. Well, this is 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is 2010, which is the sequel to, you know, 2001: A Space Odyssey. So I mean, they're really good movies. I also got a couple of books. I got 2001 and 2010. I've read 2001 before. I haven't read 2010, but I want to go back and reread this, definitely. And I've also read 3001, which was the sequel to those two. Finally, I got some Star Wars Mad Libs. Now, I don't normally do a lot of Mad Libs because, you know, word games they're entertaining for me, but at the same time, just not my cup of tea. But my in-laws gave it to me. I love them. You know, I love them for that. They always come up with some cool. They always know I'm a big Star Wars nerd. Now, my wife knows that I like beer steins and beer, and you know, I think everybody in my extended family calls me the family alcoholic now. But you know, I got this Gaston's Tavern mug from my wife. You know, we recently went to Disney World. Of course, my wife is Jen, one of the longtime fans of the channel. She usually comments on, or usually leaves us a talking point at least, or an answer to a talking point each time. So, thank you, Jen. That was awesome. And then she surprised me with this. I mean, we got back home and there was a package sitting on the sitting in the house because my mom happened to house sit for us, and it was. I really can't get. Let me see if I can get that in a better shot here. Yeah, the Lego Star Wars Slave One. It comes with Boba Fett, Han Solo, Bossk, and Han and Carbonite. Han and Carbonite. That's pretty freaking cool. I like that. I mean, so I can't wait to put this thing together. It may end up being a set item in the long run too. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for Christmas that I can show on camera. The rest of the stuff is kind of so I'll just leave all that there. And as far as set items go, because late, you know, in the future we'll be before we play the Pokemon game, in the future we may play more Pokemon games. I decided to go with getting a Pipluff. I also decided to pick up, you know, speaking of Pokemon, I'll show that off in a second here. I got this. I know, looks like just a regular cardboard box, right? What? Pokemon badges? And I didn't have to, you know, do any, you know, Pokemon battles to get those. So, yeah, that's going on the set. So that'll be there. And then, you know, I got this ultra non-canon Macho Battle Pack Boba Fett, which apparently Hasbro and Disney decided they wanted to release, you know, like I don't know if you remember back in the 90s, they had like almost every movie had a character that had, like, for instance, the Jurassic Park ones had battle action Dr. Ian Malcolm. I never saw Malcolm pick up a gun in any of the movies, so yeah. He came with like a Uzi and this rocket launcher backpack and all that, and dinosaur capturing kit, even though none of that was in any of the movies. And finally, you know, I got this for myself, and I went and bought myself a 3DS. So, and sorry if there's a fly buzzing around on the set, and he seems to enjoy me a little too much today. So, if you see me swatting, that's why. I got a Monster Hunter 4, the Collector's Edition. No, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the Collector's Edition. He keeps, I don't know, I guess my camera must be warm because he keeps picking up on it. But anyway, it comes in a little chest like this. And then when you open it up, there's the game, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Can't wait to play that. I'm still waiting on my DS. I got that before I got the DS somehow. It even comes with a, which is going on the set, a little figurine of Frenzied Gore Magalia, which this is a collector's edition item. So we'll go ahead and open that up. Got that open real easy. And I guess it takes, and I guess this is the stand it goes on. It also comes with a cleaning cloth, which is kind of a detailed drawing from Capcom of the world of Monster Hunter. So, you know, let's see. There it is. That Gore Magalia. Let me see if I can get into the packaging here, because this must be, I think this is the stand. I mean, it really doesn't. Yeah, this is the stand for Gore Magalia. And then this is also part of it, I guess. And then you've got to put them together, so I'll do that later and show everything to you. You also get this feline pen, or feline pen. There's a whole bunch of them you can collect, as you can see there. And you also get this nifty lanyard, which you can probably put the pins on, or, you know, wear it around. You can wear it, you know. So, and it all comes in, like I said, this nifty, you know, loot box. Not like a loot crate, but, you know, kind of like the loot in the game. So I'll put all of that back in there for right now. That's something I've come to collect a lot of now, it seems, is pins. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all of the Christmas swag and all that I picked up. And now we'll go back to the regular view. So now let's move on to this week's, well, that's it for all the set items and stuff like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get ahead of myself there. So let's move on to this week's Mobile Game Madness Game of the Week. And this Game of the Week is Beneath the Lighthouse by Nitrome. It's, you know, I just started playing this the other day, and I'm going to tell you right now, in Beneath the Lighthouse, you play as a young boy. Very surprising there. Most games usually include a young boy or a young girl, but in this game, you play as a young boy who is looking for his granddad who has gone missing. His granddad happens to look like, you know, the Gorton's fisherman with a, you know, just for men touch-up. To get back to it anyway. To find Gramps, you must control the boy by moving the level around in a circular fashion. So basically you rotate the level and he rolls down platforms at an angle, and you have to try to avoid spike trap obstacles and other things like that. You know, the game itself is actually very challenging and it's fun, but at the same time, I mean, it's just, I've run into a lot of flaws with it while I play. Now I'm playing the free version because, again, I'm a free game guy. I like playing free games, but most of the time the controls seem to either lag out a little bit, like I'll try to correct it and it won't correct quickly for me, or it doesn't recognize my finger, or, you know, you get a little ad that interrupts your gameplay, which can ultimately lead to, you know, your death. Now you can pay $5 for the app and that fixes the ad issue, but the lag issue for me is still kind of an issue that we're working out. or they're working out, because I don't work for Nitrome. No, I don't work for them. So, but anyway, you know, it kind of agitates me whenever you're playing a game and an ad pops up and you can't avoid not clicking it, you know, or you can't avoid clicking it, and therefore it pops it up. And yeah, if you're not wanting to use your data, that's one way to screw you up. So, and it basically kills off your character. You lose a life. You get 3 lives per play or per level, and yeah, that can really ruin a level for you. For me, if they just put the ads, and you know, the game's a great game, but if they just put the ads in the pause menu before you start playing, I would really like to see that. I mean, that makes a game easier for me with a free game. I mean, I understand they have to make their revenue somehow, and ads are the way they do it. But anyway, with that being said, the game's going to get a 3 out of 5 from me. Again, its story, graphics, and challenge are a plus. But usually with the buggy controls and the random pop-ups that just interrupt the gameplay, that can ruin that gameplay for me, especially with, like I said, killing a character while you're playing, and all of a sudden pop-up pops up before you can get a chance to correct the issue. Anyway, that kind of ruins it from being a 5 out of 5 for me. But if you want to check it out, you can find it on the Apple App Store or in the Google Play Market. So anyway, now that that's over and done with, and we've wasted your time with that, let's move on to the namesake of our show, the ToCing Points. For our fanswers from the last week, well, 2 weeks ago's ToCing Point was, what's your favorite holiday-themed DLC or expansion? And for our fanswers, we had Emily, who writes, the holiday-themed Minecraft maps / worlds for Minecraft, or on the PS4 system, or, well, any console system, really. But yeah, she says they're super cute and my boys love them. Jen writes, which everybody knows Jen gets a lot of shout outs on here. Always like the Sims offerings for the holidays. In one of the early Sims expansion packs, and then even in the Sims 3, they have downloadable content and a few in-game items, which add more of a realistic and personal feel to the in-game seasonal holidays they have. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. I have to use the teleprompter to read the fanswers. So yeah, we do have a small script on here, but everything else is usually just me word of mouth. So I also remember that she also says, I also remember in Maple Story when they would decorate the entire game for Christmas. I mean, they even put Santa hats on the slime blob monsters. Yep, the little slimes. Yeah, I remember playing that, and I mean, if you hadn't played Maple Story, it's really a fun MMO by Nexon. It's on the PC. I don't think they'll ever port it to console, but it's really entertaining. And she says, finally, she ends that with, can you say adorably deceptive? Taylor says, the Minecraft holiday updates. Again, Minecraft holiday updates seem to be the popular thing. You got mine and Josh's answers last week, and Misty usually doesn't answer. And so we'll move on to this week's ToCing Point. And for this week, we want to know, what are you looking forward to in 2016? You know, here it is, 2016, we've made it. For me, I have to say I'm excited for the game No Man's Sky, as well as Battleborn. And for movies, as far as it goes, I'm kind of excited for Rogue One and the movie in the Star Wars anthology series, which kind of gives a hint at who got the Death Star plans to begin with for Princess Leia. I haven't seen any other movies that I'm really interested in 2016. Maybe Superman vs. Batman or Suicide Squad. But other than that, that's pretty much my list right there. What are you excited for? You can answer in the comments below, or on our Facebook or Twitter Twitter, or forums. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, keep talking. Hey everyone, Happy New Year's from me, Aaron. And the rest of the TOC squad, Josh and Misty, they're not here with me right now, but I'd like to say thanks for making TOC your spot for entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, if you haven't already clicked on my awesome shirt here to subscribe to our wonderful channel, do it now. If you want to watch another awesome video featuring maybe me or maybe Josh, or, well, me or Josh, you can click on the face of Handsome Jack right here above me. And if you don't want to do either, well, you can always go watch some fat guy with a foam sword pretend to be a ninja. Yeah, that sounds like fun.